sådan eller sådan ufuldendte sætninger fra alle. Også mig jo. Sådan, hvorfor har jeg ikke afsluttet den der sætning? Ved folk, hvad jeg vil?
Hvor mange var I sidst?
4.
Ja, så er det en og en her.
Nice. Ja.
Jo, jeg har det bedre.
Jeg var med. Ja.
Men du er altid spændende, hvilken slags kage har hun brugt.
Ja, vi overvejede at have den samme som sidst, fordi det var så god.
Det er godt, at det lyser lidt.
Ja, men det var også det.
Men det var god. Hvor mange spørgsmål har I?
I den der? Der er kun 6 eller sådan noget. 7-6 stykker. Der er ikke for mange. Laura, har du sat den her fætter i gang?
Ja, det har jeg nemlig.
Groovy.
Ja, skal vi give hende et par minutter mere?
Hvis du ikke har skrevet, så synes jeg altså, at jeg skal gå i gang. Alrighty. Laura er overstyret den gang. Nå, undskyld, så du.
Nå, din blok, jeg tror større.
Ja, vi kommer altså virkelig sent afsted i dag, så derfor så har vi glemt. Det er lidt tid.
Kunne det være en holder? Hej. Det er helt klart holder. Får jeg måske ikke nogen ting? Ja. Så skal du tage i højre. Og fra... det er lyspunkt.
Nej, jeg har gået på kunstakademiet i Holland. Det var 2004. Altså, det her det var nede sydpå i en by.
Ligger der flere?
Laura, vil du ikke tage imod?
Hvor lang tid? Det tager 4 år. Jeg tror, der er gået et eller andet sted, der tog helt vildt mange år. Kan det passe? Så er det 6. Ved du godt sige, du bliver høj?
Man kan nødt til at have en overbygning.
Godt er det der, der hvad ikke noget der. Og den var det.
Hvad er det?
Ja, det er sgu et godt spørgsmål. Noget med noget kunst. Så jeg kunne være kunstner. Så tog du det. Så var kunstner. Ja, det var sådan mig. Nej. Og hun tog det ned og kom til en opsag til, så stod jeg over, og det var ret svært at komme ind. Folk kan så ikke. Men jeg er ikke.
Laura har fået sådan nogle mærkelige legater, så er det nogle mystiske steder, som tror, det er vildt. Og det er ingen legat til et eller andet. Det er rimelig.
August Skouderwork en is er ook een beetje lastig met fietsen of zo. Maar
Det er faktisk skørt lidt små.
ja, det er een beetje lastig omdat
Det er sandsynligt. Altså det er også noget med hollændere og danskere, der er mange, der synes på vækst også fordi det er så engelsk.
Ja, det synes vi bare ikke.
Det kan man nej. Det lyder heller ikke som det overhovedet.
Altså når jeg er i USA, der tror jeg, at Danmark er hovedstaden i Norge. Jeg synes, vi skulle ikke få klogere.
Det er sgu ikke. Hvad havde det? Hvad var det med? Havde hun fået det der søg? Fra første omgang?
ja,
Nej, det har hun ikke.
jo, jeg tror,
Det er noget lige der.
men jeg var ikke helt klar over, hvor meget vi kunne svare på.
Altså, jeg har ikke
Når den står på
jeg
dansk, ja, det er selvfølgelig rigtigt.
Hvor nok den her trøje, det var ikke noget svare på. Altså, jeg har fået...
Jeg har fået en gang i år, fordi den er ud, den har også under væksten, så den kan jeg skrive under over. Hej. Jo, hej.
Susanne. Hej, jeg er Susanne.
Hej.
Susanne.
Alright, so we just told the other girls that we're going to speak English today.
Yeah, I can understand mostly Danish if it's a problem.
Okay.
Because maybe sometimes we will need.
Yeah, do it and I reply in English.
Okay.
Perfect. Yeah, perfect.
Laura? Ja.
Det spørgsmål, du sendte til mig,
Ja.
vil I stadig gerne have, at det bliver svaret på?
Ja.
Eller
Nej, ikke hvis det er efter det her.
So it's a project you two are working on together.
It's a school project, but then we hope to
Make
sort of
it.
make it work afterwards.
And just quickly, the idea is to make it Danish Etsy.
Yeah, we will actually present the whole idea because at the last meeting we talked about specific details about the concept. We weren't quite sure back then, so no, just you can go. So we're going to start with a short presentation.
Yeah, this is kind of the concept from, or based on the interview last time. I don't know if you would like to read it.
kan da høre, der søger.
And yeah, it is kind of the same as the questionnaire, but it's
I
just.
didn't get the
Okay.
thing, so.
But yeah, it's about the business and the concept and.
So what is setting you apart from Etsy? Because on Etsy you have Team Scandinavia, Team Denmark, all these teams as well. So what is there like a difference? Like it says, you say someone is handpicked sellers. That sounds like a difference. So not everyone can just join.
No, and we also have we want to have like a that we choose. Also we kind of measure the quality or if it's not high enough quality, we will not take it into the shop.
And how do you do that?
Sorry,
I don't.
Yeah.
You just it's already in there. So.
No, but we don't have it like completely thought out yet. But we'll check it.
First of all, we'll have people sort of send their portfolio, so you can see, okay, are you just making these cheap plastic whatever that will sell for 30 crowns, or are you actually doing something like jewelry design,
But you
some
just
more
are
bags.
basing this on pictures, or do you want us to
I
send
think-
you a product for
No,
example?
I think primarily pictures will do for most of it anyway.
Yeah, and as you mentioned as well, that we'll make sure that there are not 20 people selling hats, so that there will be a variety of things, so that it's not the same and the same and the same, and also part where we want to be different from Etsy is that we don't want to be that big, so it hopefully will be more overskueligt.
Yeah.
So
Local or
also local,
exclusive.
local and exclusive and quality and that's kind of some of the buzzwords. Actually, it's mostly you, Janne, that were there last time. When you see it like this, is it kind of what do you think of the concept when you see it now?
I actually think that it looks pretty good. It's the thing that we talked about the last time. So I think it's I thought about you have to consider that there might be some claims also, and it might and who will take care of them? Is it also you? Or
All complaints.
claims for things broken or not working or would it talk about
Or
that
like
last
you
time.
said
I
it was
just,
purple, but it's pink.
Because,
we haven't gone that much in depth with it yet, but
I was just thinking about it when I was
Yeah.
with you, and it's just because when I worked in the fashion business, there was a lot of claims all the time. It takes a lot of work, so I just wanted you to keep that in mind.
I think it just depends on how big you want to get. If you're very big, you probably can't do it. But and also how big your sellers are. Like I'm just doing it as a hobby. So I can do it myself. But if you have like a big business, then
Of course,
I think we have actually been talking a little bit about it. For now, I think it's pretty much the sellers themselves that would have to take care of complaints. And then if we end up having some sort of storage room where we can have all you guys' things, then I think it would
make
us,
sense.
but it wouldn't change right away.
No. It's just so you can keep in mind.
Yeah.
It's just I think it's pretty good. That's what we're talking about.
it's gone.
Completely gone.
The thing where sales must be promoting what's
It's kind of more like networking, like that you kind of take responsibility, or that you
You tell your friends about where your things are sold, and
Or if you have a Facebook page or
So it's more on a networking basis,
not as hard as it sounds.
No.
and it's also if we're doing the Christmas or summer markets, then you're expected to show up, and you're not getting paid to stand there even though you don't sell anything. So it's more on that level.
Yeah, so a bit of volunteering from our side in return for you guys, like the benefit of joining a website like you is the promotion, you get a wider range than if you do it yourself, I guess, right?
Because then of course your friends will come, but your friends will also come, and then we can hopefully gather a lot of more people than just one person. So, hopefully.
One buyer.
I don't know, you probably already discussed this last week, so I'm sorry if it's double.
Okay.
But when you say about storage space, so that sounds like two different things. If you don't have the storage space, like what are you asking us to pay? Because if you do get the storage space, it's almost like you will buy items from us that you then resell instead of us selling it ourselves. So that's the difference in costs to us, I guess.
We didn't think of it as that we sell it for you, but for example, if you have made 100 cushions and there isn't space in your house anymore, then we would storage it for you and then send it out for you. But we didn't think of buying it and then
Reselling it.
No.
Okay. Since it's two different principles, I wonder which principle kind of we operate. Because like I sometimes get contacted and people want to buy my stuff for 50% of what I'm selling it for, so they can resell it for even higher, right? Well, if I just join Etsy, I have to pay, I think it's $1 or something per item sold. So as a seller, the type of strategy is
it's very much like Etsy's principles, and it's that what we want to be business wise. And today we want to discuss design with you. So we've made some suggestions, and we just want to hear what are your thoughts and what you like. And at the same time, we made another test, so we'll be doing 2 tests at the same time. Going crazy now. And it's kind of to have like a pre-test so that we can see if we made some mistakes or can improve something when we send it out to people. So you're guinea pigs in 2 different ways.
I think maybe we need some boost to put on this. so we need a hard background.
Oh, but before all that, we need a name. And these are some of the suggestions. Oops, that's
Hvor har du den, Laura?
I en taske i det allerforreste rum fornede. Fornede. Længere nede.
Nå, inde i rummet.
Nej.
Nå, i et andet rum.
Nej, ja.
Take this one.
Yes, it's for you.
Awesome. Good have a big plate.
So, what do you think of the suggestions?
I have no clue what any of them mean,
Okay.
to be honest, but because I just don't know enough Danish.
Some of them don't even exist in real life.
I think that
Put some words together.
rather than feather and Kridthuset sounds like you know the popular stores you have already seen with the kalder man det sådan noget gammelt brugskunst.
Okay, yeah.
So it's like it's a little
Outdated.
outdated. I like Isme and Nouvelle, I think. Yeah.
I think you have to think also like what's your market going to be? Is it just going to be Danish people? If you like, get a foreigner like me, there's lots of foreigners in Copenhagen, lots of tourists in Copenhagen who like Scandinavian design. They need to be able to remember the name and write it like Lord of Fjer or Kridthuset. I wouldn't remember that there's a T next to the T.
No.
So something that appeals like that foreign people.
Yeah.
Even though that's not directly a market, but
Yeah.
it's an international city here. And
I also think that Kridthuset, you have to think about the meaning of when you use it in the expression that you're not in Kridthuset.
I like favorista.
Yeah.
How do you say that in English? Favorista.
Favorista.
How do you want to say in English? How is it pronounced?
Favorista.
Favorista.
it's, yeah, that's something I guess international people can remember.
Yeah.
But do you want to have in the name that it has some handmade kind of, because
We thought about it and we're not sure because it's very difficult to put in words like handmade without it getting very very
I knit my
handmade.
own socks.
Exactly.
Yeah, I make fun of that as well, but Laura actually made its own socks.
There's socks and there's socks, come on. Okay, so this is your favorite one as well? Or? That it
We're
has-
going to show you. Did you want to? Okay.
But yeah, if you suddenly get inspired, you're welcome to take a yellow note and write or come with a name, come up with a name if you'd like to.
We're not sure yet at all.
No.
With the name.
But so we hope that you could help. So to the design part. So
Okay.
I don't know if it's easiest to start filling out the form.
Okay.
But now,
It's not. Okay.
What you should know before we start is that this is nowhere complete. We're going to show you 12 different ones.
Yeah.
It's more the feeling of it. You shouldn't think about small things like
Details, but you can say
yes.
of course.
So what do you want us to fill out? The numbers here are
The
the
numbers
12
are
different designs.
Okay, exactly.
and everything we see here is what will appear on the screen. So it's also the size.
The brown or
Yeah.
The
the
letter.
pink.
Okay.
Kan du ikke? Jeg tænker på, at vi lige hurtigt kan gå dem igennem. Can we see the pictures? Is not
quickly
good.
first.
Yeah.
All 12 and then.
Sorry.
Okay.
Good idea, but no.
I don't think so.
Ja, så kan det godt være, at man bliver lidt farvet, eller sådan.
Mhm.
Eller, ja. Okay.
But that's fine actually.
Can I ask something?
Yeah.
The background there, is it slightly pink or is it, I can't.
Mm-hmm. Around here?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. That's when you don't need to know. I'm sorry.
What? Okay. Continue.
That's one of the things that you should just ignore.
The colors. No,
The color behind the name here,
Yeah.
we just used this name because we just needed to use one. There's another color, slightly different color behind the text than on here.
Oh no, it's I just
Oh,
I just
this,
the
yeah, this you should consider, and this you should
But is it-
consider.
is it just me or is it slightly?
Is it white or is it slightly pink? It looks slightly pink.
Slightly pink, yeah.
Okay.
So you don't want us to judge yet on what the headings say, like how do I get to my shop from here? Is this
No.
a front page?
Yes.
Like,
Yeah.
you just want us to see when we click on the front page, this looks interesting, or well,
Yeah.
it's
Mhm.
really
It's
nice.
just the overall design, right?
Yeah.
It's not the functions or anything.
No.
It's
No,
just
no.
the impression.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because next time we'll go into usability, and we would like you to do some tests and stuff, and
Yeah.
but that's more function, and this time it's only design.
And we have to just on how it is here and that if we could change the color of the leather. or
Yeah. So
This
so
one or nothing.
this one.
When you cross them off, we're going to have a small talk.
Yeah.
So if you have any suggestions like, oh, I would like the leather to be lighter, then we can do it there.
I would like to ask you what you mean with a shop I could see my product. If I can see my products here.
No, you can see yourself being a part of.
Ah, sorry.
Mhm.
Yes, okay.
You made it a bit tricky because I thought most positive was all left, so I was just crossing left.
Yes!
On purpose.
Okay.
Yeah.
Anything?
So what can you put some words on what you see now? What kind of feeling you get from it?
Or suggestions for...
Yeah, I like that it's quite simple.
Yeah, I like simple too.
And I don't know, I see the idea with the leather, but I am just thinking that it depends on the products. Because it's fine for what you see there, but if it's somebody who makes, I don't know, paintings or something else, I'm not sure it's...
Yeah, I agree. Or you have to change it with whatever is on your front page or something, but that's a bit hard. Otherwise, I guess as neutral as possible to showcase a wide selection of things, potentially.
Do we have to go into little things as the font and...
If you have
I like the big pictures in front there, and I like it that you can change the pictures easily, so you can see new things.
I'm a bit confused because you both have the arrows and then you have the little dots.
What do the
And
dots
it's
do?
just the dots, that's often when it's running itself.
Yeah.
And the arrows is for doing it yourself.
Yeah. Yeah, so the
Maybe
dot is
that's double up or...
As it is right now, it's only when you hover over the picture, the arrows and the small dots appear. Otherwise, they're completely gone.
Also the dots.
Both of them.
Because maybe if it's changing with the dots should be visible. I think. It would make sense. And then the arrows would just appear when you slide over the picture. But I would say that where it says home and shop, and maybe I will just choose caps, all caps.
Yeah. I actually think it looks a little bit messy.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I don't like it. If I must be honest.
Yeah.
You must be honest.
Maybe if
I think there's too much going on with arrows and everything.
yeah, but if we, the arrows, it's just when you put the mouse over. So I like that, but it's, and the dots, I don't, why is there a square behind it? Because you get it just by having the dots.
Yeah, make it as simple as possible.
Yeah. Maybe you don't even need the lines up there.
Maybe.
Or maybe it just needs a little more air from the line and down to the pictures. So that it's the lines with the text in it is just something for itself, so it's between the title and the pictures. You definitely need more space down to the feature. I think.
I don't know if it's I don't know how I feel about it, but it looks like a web shop for your moda or only or something.
Yeah, actually it looks a little bit cheap.
Yeah, a little bit. It looks like yeah, or a little bit like trend sales. But, yeah, yeah, but it's appealing for many people, I think. But
Just depends on what do you wanna
yeah,
have this exclusive.
yeah,
Well, yeah.
yeah,
Or do you want to make a living and get as many people in there as possible?
yeah.
Something in between. Susanna, is it okay if I just move you a little bit this way? Because otherwise I will be in front of the camera and that's not too good.
Yep. So
Thank you.
this is number 2 now.
It's the same, we should look
Is it okay like this?
away from the white behind the.
Yeah, exactly. So
It's a bit the same because you have that frame around and it squeezes everything in.
but actually I think it's more appealing now because it's lighter than it was before. But still the same. It's still the same frames and everything.
And I personally like. Well, is it necessary to have this around? Can you not just have it screen wide, or does it have to do? I don't know about web design at all, really. Is it possible to just
It is.
have as much pictures as you want, and because that's just dead space that you're not using? Like the blue, can you have
No. So it will either be it will either be a color or a picture behind or white, but it will still be there.
You can also do the same color as
Yeah, I
this
think-
one, but you can't put content all the way up here.
Yeah,
It won't
it's a
work
bummer.
across the
Yeah.
background.
But I think it probably would be nice if maybe if it's the same color, or what do you think? Or you would like a frame?
No, I would think the same color because it really squeezes
Yeah.
everything
Yeah.
in.
Yeah.
It makes it look very compact. You could maybe like that. But I think I really like the what's it called? The dragon. Yeah. In the corner, because it's sometimes when you at websites where you can buy things, you don't. Where is it? When you put it in the basket, you can't find it.
Yeah, and the text of the I don't kind well maybe I'm just too far away in order
Yeah,
to
it's-
disappear here.
it's
The
not-
text is should probably be a bit bigger maybe or and what is it English or Danish?
Danish.
And that's also what you aim to do.
Yeah.
It makes you wanna just keep it Danish, or are you going to put an English option?
For now, not an English option, but maybe in time.
Okay.
Have you filled about the birds thing.
It's number 2, right?
Number 2.
Yeah.
So next. Yeah, the reason that there are 2 on top of each other is kind of to illustrate that there are it's a picture and there's not that much happening in the top and there's more happening in the bottom when you scroll down.
So this is a different one. So the other ones don't have this, or
No, because they have the same background all the way down.
Yeah, it's just because
Ah,
the picture
okay.
is changing.
Yeah, this is more.
the gray picture is changing.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the difference.
Yeah.
Remember to fill out first.
Oh, yeah.
Jeg siger næsten noget helt hudløse gale, når jeg spiser alt det sukker.
What do you think, Mathilde?
I don't really know. I think it's the one that I likes best, but I don't know. Yeah.
I actually like the pictures in the background.
Yeah.
That you make the background with pictures.
Yeah.
Instead of just one color, it makes it more alive. I think. Yeah.
I think it's a little too cozy. It's kind of
Like winter.
no, yeah,
Or-
but it's also some. I don't know. I think I better like. Ja, sådan, altså, det er sådan meget hyggeligt, eller kan jeg ikke forklare det? Sådan det der med det lyserøde, og sådan, jeg tror mere, jeg er sådan til noget lidt mere skarpe kante. Sådan
Strammere.
Ja, lidt strammere, ja, tror jeg.
Der er sådan lidt Danish country style over det, på en eller anden måde.
Ja.
Og det der er sådan lidt hvidt i hvidt.
Ja, sådan noget, ja.
Det der afskallede løbler.
Ja, det er præcis noget brugskunst.
Ja.
But it also chooses pictures.
Ja,
Ja.
So it's not, you don't have a ground
No.
to make the contrast.
No.
It's more than the same color.
Yeah.
Type pictures.
Now you have the grey background and the candlelights also kind of grey, and it has to be.
I think it could work with the picture, but I would make the frame around what's going on in the middle more broad, because it's thinner there than it is between.
Oh, that's the screenshot. I can tell you.
No, but down there.
Mm-hmm.
Wait, hi, oopsie.
I won't touch it.
Oh, back.
You see the. If you take the bottom picture,
Mm-hmm.
and then you take the out white line.
You mean is it
The
the fish?
sides.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's smaller. No, the white on the outside of the pictures.
Okay, here.
Yeah, it's
okay.
smaller than.
Like this.
No.
This.
Yes.
Yeah.
This. Okay.
It's exactly the same. I think it's.
No, but
Optical
it's
illusion.
from the other side of the picture. I don't care about
The
ground.
middle lines.
Oh, this.
thicker
Ah.
It makes it look
Ah.
really squeezed in.
Yeah.
Ah.
Yeah, make everything similar somehow,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah, and it's because these pictures should have a forward. They should be together, connected.
Connected.
Yeah.
Mm.
And that would happen if it was a broader line on the outside, so that it's smaller on the inside, and it would.
No.
Yeah.
These
Instead of
things
just
together
having
make it-
black lines, just how you space them, you can group them. That's
Yeah.
what you say, right?
Yeah. And I find it a bit confusing that in, on the top you have pictures aligned, and down there it's just like
On top.
That's a
Here?
different section, yeah.
no, the top here.
Yeah.
You
Ah.
have them aligned, and here it's just like
Yeah.
round. Then it should just be one, or
Yeah, or like you have this moving one where you zap through like new ones, and then the same type of thing, favorite ones where you can zap through. And
This
then
is a slider.
Yeah, but
So
then make a
we-
slider for the featured ones as well.
Yep.
Right?
Mhm.
And make a slider for whatever. I don't know if you what kind of categories you want to show. So like it's just 3 of the same. I don't know.
Yeah.
It's just, otherwise it should, start, it works like that, and it works like that. But together it's just 2 different things.
Mhm.
And I think it would work better if you pick one of them. Maybe, I don't,
We'll have to try it.
Mm.
But you made a good point.
So. So that's to remember to.
Right first.
Right
Talk later.
That's the way to do it.
Should we also comment on the font? Sorry?
But this is a different font.
Yeah.
You can, not on the paper, but when we talk.
Okay.
Yeah. You want to?
I just have to do my homework. Okay. Det er svært, synes jeg. Skal vi? If you've done your homework, you can say something.
Okay.
No, I don't like
It's
the picture.
just-
But
Like the other thing reminded you of Villa or Verona or something.
yeah.
This one is just H&M for me.
Mm.
Because of the
Is
water.
just what?
H&M.
the bikini
Okay, yeah.
It has
Page.
yeah.
The color of the water.
and the Favorista font is like vintage American, or I don't know why I get that feeling.
I think it looks like a web shop from Alpha Damon. The
Yeah.
letters is like,
Yeah.
yeah.
I actually like the font.
These
of
letters or these letters?
From
The
Faust.
Fausista, yeah.
Would you change the font on the picture as well?
Because
Yeah,
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 same.
yeah,
Yes.
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Remember, this is all testing, and we just
Yeah.
changed up things, and
Yeah.
some we didn't. And
I like the font on this. And I also, but okay, it's just me, but I really like with the pictures on the background.
Yeah.
Because, but I get what you say. I don't know if
It's just
Like
the
a-
first, like you
bikini-
come into
bikini
this
sale.
homepage.
Yeah.
What's your very first impression?
Yeah,
My
yeah,
first
I know
impression
that.
is they sell bikinis
Water
or
bikinis, yeah.
beach holidays,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
So that first impression,
Yeah.
the feeling it gives you, I don't know, it's kind of
It's like-
important.
yeah, because
it's very important.
yeah.
I think
But I think it looks good. But I think you're right. It depends on what you want to do with it.
yeah. And also, again, on the products, because they have to be, that's what you're selling.
Yeah.
They
That's
really
right.
have to stand
Yeah,
out.
it's really not connected. The background and the things that you're selling are actually not connected. No.
And yeah, like the 4 R's nyheder. The text is on the pictures there, and then the featured is a heading, separate. Like
Yeah.
I would either have featured on the pictures as well, or 4 R's nyheder. I don't know. Again, I like everything
The same.
similar, and not one rule for this section and one rule for that section. I don't know, but
Yeah, I think, I like the font, but I don't know if it's for this.
This one?
Where did
The
you
top
get the
one.
font? Did you design it
With the same
yourself or?
camera. This
no,
is actually
it's,
voted one of the best fonts of 2013.
Deco.
Yeah, it's
No,
really
yeah.
nice. Yeah.
It's called.
Did I see that font on some pizza shop?
I think it looks very Art Deco and it's very inspired.
Exactly,
by that.
Art Deco, yeah.
So there's been
I think
the whole
it's very nice.
Gatsby thing
Yeah.
and very.
But then again, it creates again a certain feeling,
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
which you have to decide whether that's something you want
Yeah.
or not.
And you would have to play with the letters because right now it says F averist A.
Yeah,
Mm.
the spacing
spacing.
between the F and the A.
Ah.
Yeah.
Ah, yeah.
Maybe we should have done something for a camera and tell them which one we are on. Which
Number
we are.
4.
This is number 4.
Right. Moving on to number 5.
That's just another picture.
Yeah, just
Yeah.
one of it. Yeah. I get the feeling of Scandinavia with the wood. Is it wood?
Yeah, painted.
Whatever.
Painted.
Yeah. Yeah. I think it looks good.
I would like to see it again with broader air around everything before you get out to the picture.
Mm.
Because I like the pictures. I just right now they are leaning in over everything else.
Yeah, I would like to see the different en skrift, altså forskningen skal ændres, så det,
Ja.
ja, det er lidt svært at sådan se ord fra.
Number
I
6.
don't like that picture, but it's personal.
And why?
Well, I don't. If I think Scandinavia, it's more like, it's not the white wood. This gives me more like the French type of interior style, like the French. How do you say it? What's this called? Where there's a lot of blue and white, like this beachy French, beach hut kind of feeling.
Yeah.
My sister-in-law really loves it. I don't like it. I don't have the name for it.
I think it's kind of Christmassy, and that's also because it's almost December.
But what I do like is that color of the picture match is, I actually don't really know. This one is not as much in contrast with the inner color than some of the other ones, and I think I like that more. But maybe after you've shown the other ones,
Yeah.
And number 6.
That's very blockish. Sorry.
And some words while you're writing, because we're speeding up the process a bit.
Oh, we're
Blockish?
picture number 6.
Yeah, I think it's like a block.
Okay.
but is that
That's
because of the picture?
Yeah, and all the letters and all the writing and all the stuff. I think I get the feeling that this is a block. Oh my god! I just come. When do I get to the stuff that I can buy? I get really tired. Actually,
Yeah.
You have to have some showpieces in the very first view.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then the thing about Etsy I like is that they have a feature on sellers, but that's because I'm a seller myself and like, oh, it's something to aspire to, but it's not necessarily so important for the people who buy it, I guess.
But that's because we're discussing the front, right? Because this could
Mhm.
be, if you have this news thing where she's a new seller and then there's this little something about her.
Yeah, I would be interested.
Yeah, that would work.
I like the way the products are presented. That the cloth is on models, that they don't just lie on a white background.
Okay, yeah.
Well, that's a question also I have for you. Like, you say, okay, I pick, you wanna have me, for example, as a seller, but do you give me like requirements for how you like do? For example, I now try to photograph everything on what do you call it, a wooden background.
Okay,
Always everything would have the same layout through the shop.
Yeah.
But then you have a front page with everyone with a white background. Do you
Yeah.
give us some instructions on how you want us to make pictures? Because that can influence what your website looks like as well.
Yeah.
Like clothing, I don't know, have you thought about this or?
Yeah, we actually talked about maybe, taking the pictures ourselves.
Yeah, exactly.
But or as you say, give guidelines to the sellers to take pictures in a certain way. Yeah.
That's also very different because if it's somebody who makes plates or if it's somebody who makes bikinis, you have to see it in different ways. And I would also like to see it on a person, but I would also like to see it just on a white background to be
To get an idea of the true, the
the
color, the real
Yeah.
color. The
and just to be
contrast.
inspired from the product and not from the skinny model
Mm.
in the bikini.
Yeah.
So maybe I think a lot of websites now have so they show that if it's a dress, then you just put your mouse over,
Yeah.
it flips, and then there's a person inside.
Yeah. And that is a thing that trend sale misses. They often don't wear the clothes themselves, and you can't see the form, and you can't see how loose it is. And
I actually hate that website because
Yeah.
it's I cannot, and everybody takes very, very horrible pictures.
Yeah,
and it's
yeah.
dark,
Dark
and you can't
pictures,
see
yeah.
anything. And
yeah.
And picture number 7, I think.
Yes.
is there a frame around it, or is it just?
Sorry. There is. It's
There's
kind of
supposed to be a line.
Yeah.
There is supposed to be a line.
Yeah. It's like the others where there is. This is white then.
Yeah.
Det er helt skørt, der er mange.
But number 7, right?
Mm.
Yeah. 5 to go.
Actually, I think it's a little bit boring. But I like when you have the big frame with the background. And some other some contrast, right?
I like I like the black and white.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's neutral.
Yeah, and
Yeah, and it's going to be exclusive. It's like you need to make it simple.
Yeah.
So I'm just a little confused on what I like because I actually like one with a lot of pictures. I think, oh, this looks good, but I don't think that it is the right appeal to the customer. You know what I mean?
I really love minimalistic stuff.
Yeah,
So
but I
this,
think-
I love this.
Yeah, but I think I actually think that this is going to work, but it's not like my taste. So I think yeah.
I would even lose the frame. I would
Yeah.
just-
So it just floats on the background. Or
Yeah,
Well,
and then I-
there's not even a background because you can't see it that there's a difference.
yeah.
Yeah, but I think the products stand out more
Yeah.
this way.
Yeah.
Because now I just see that I'm not confused by
No.
water or wood. Or
And this is the first one where we don't get a feeling like Scandinavian wood or
Yeah.
Christmas
Yeah.
or bikini,
Yeah.
right? This is a blank canvas for what you want to sell.
Yeah.
But yeah, I guess you make it look stand out or exclusive or whatever by the letter type and like the pictures themselves that need to be very good.
Yeah, because it's all about products that you don't get disturbed by any colors or water. Yeah. But det er skal til. And going on.
Number 8, right?
8.
Here you get disturbed. Yeah.
Your eye gets to the background before it gets to the products. Plus, I think it looks like someone from the first class in design school made this. Sorry.
Yeah. It looks very unfinished.
Yeah.
I think it's like the background is there's it's like if you had a broad cat line, yeah, a line around the pink background, it would be better. It's like it's floating together. I think, but it's not good at all.
Compared to my eyes.
Yeah.
You get hypnotized into buying
Into
stuff.
buying stuff.
Maybe I should include a sticker.
Maybe that's you.
I think you're right. It's just it's not how to
Completed.
yeah.
Number 9, I think.
I think this looks like I only see the pattern, and it looks like something stretchy that a very fat woman would wear.
To be specific.
Are you sure that's exactly it?
Yeah. Actually, it looks like something that my old company would have made.
Good or a bad thing.
I don't know.
Yeah, it looks like a jersey fabric.
Yeah.
But I like the gray colors.
Yeah, I
and
think the gray colors are good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Better than the pink.
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah, more neutral than if it's black.
Mm. And I like that the pattern is the same color-ish as the background. Yeah.
And now it's like blue, the background, right?
Oh ja, det er ikke overfra.
Jeg kunne også have grået her.
Den er sådan lyseblå-agtig.
Yeah, or grey. Or grey, something.
So from the side it looks good.
Please watch this page from the side.
We want to engage people when they use our web shop. Now stand up and jump.
It's like the, what is it? Is it skills? No, I don't remember. Where is a cat and you need to put your finger on the screen? Have you seen that?
Oh, yeah,
Ah,
Your
yeah.
finger
Yeah.
here, and then you need to hold it there. And
Oh yeah, like
The circles will show up. Yeah.
Or, oh,
There comes a cat, and he walks around, and then suddenly it's a man in a cat suit, and he's just. And then he walks all the way up, and then he starts licking your finger, and it's just like.
It's kind of like that.
Has
You get some
that one.
very specific feelings with this.
And number
10.
10. Thank you.
thank you for keeping track.
I get a very teenage feel from that pattern. I think it works okay with the necklace and it works okay with the pink thing.
Mhm.
But the brown one in the middle, it's just a clash.
Yeah, teenage slash kind of halfway hipster, like we don't
Yeah,
care.
hipster.
We buy all our stuff on Elma Gal or like Boys Gal. I don't know. Maybe, I don't know if anyone's like that. I like those instruments, but
It reminds me of the store in called Urban Outfitters.
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, it's like
So younger audience.
yeah. Like
Wow.
Gamasha again
Mhm.
with fabric with
Is it 11?
Yeah.
Maybe?
Hello.
And now we only see the bottom, or
Yes.
okay.
Actually, I think it looks nice, but I don't see it as a web shop.
Like a poster shop.
Yeah, like a poster shop, and it's like a gallery.
Yeah.
Like I don't see it like a web shop, but it looks okay.
But I think like coral, like this coralish color is very like fashionable. Like that was kind of summer, and now you're going in towards more like Bordeaux red, and like those color preferences change. So again, this is something that quickly will age. Like next year, some people like other different color combinations. I don't know. So are you interested in changing your website like on a regular basis, or is this something that will, I don't know, like it's the same with the pictures. If you choose a picture, then you might have to, oops, sorry.
Well, I think
Change it.
it depends completely on what we end up with design. Because you can't change your entire look from one week to the next. People will get confused and
No,
think, am
exactly.
I in the right place?
Yeah.
But of course, over time, there will have to be some changes.
Yeah.
So it depends completely on what we end up with.
Yeah.
Is it number
It's
the last one.
12?
Yeah.
It's hard.
Well, that's good.
This reminds me of the 90s when you got those posters with Marilyn Monroe and they had the colors fading into each other. So I'm like totally back to when I was 15.
I'm thinking about it. Yeah, it's like it's a page with a lot of very girly stuff and not graphical paints and weird
Yeah.
things. Like, altså jeg tænker, altså I har nok også, I har mange sådan lidt mærkelige produkter, eller sådan, I havde den der hang, sådan en sort, den hang, eller det var et billede.
Alle de der, det er bare billeder, det er ikke nødvendigvis noget.
Nej, men jeg tænker, det var sådan noget, I også godt kunne finde på at sælge. Det synes jeg ikke passer ind i det der. Det er sådan lidt for pussenusset.
If I saw that page, I would expect to find a lipstick or something like that.
Yeah. Makeup.
I don't make
Okay.
well,
Yeah.
I think I'm really used to the Broadway.
It reminds me of that brand. I found that makeup. Yeah, actually, I think.
I think it's a bit too much that you're making the transformation in color both on the background and in the headline. Because if that was black, then it would be more. I'm a bit confused too by all the words because it's home. Is
Oh,
black.
they don't make sense.
No, but and the other ones are red. But normally it's the place where you are is colored. So right now I could be anywhere there, and home is the place I'm.
Yeah. You look skeptical.
Yeah. No, I don't really like it. But I think I missed hvad siger du? Altså et udkast, som er more minimalistic and yeah.
I think it's a dangerous background to have because it clashes with things that has very bright colors. Because it's very pale and soft. It's not wellness, but it's it has a special feel.
Yeah.
But
Not gonna say it.
No, of course. Thank you very much.
Yes.
It's good to hear all your inputs, and I hope you want to join us next time. It will be more the usability of the site we'll be testing. And we definitely have a lot of things to work on with the design. So it's been really good to hear your thoughts about it. Yep.
So when do you have to finish all of this?
We have to hand in our project on the 19th of December.
Oh, okay.
And and then I think round about there we will probably also send it in, or just after send it in to get approved, and then we'll be.
It has to be approved by Nets, who does all the Dan codes and visa and stuff like that.
So
That's
there's nothing like this in Denmark at the moment, right?
Actually, there is something called Amio. But
But it's a completely different target group.
yeah.
So for example,
I think
more
a lot of the homemade socks
and baby stuff
Yeah.
and so it's a completely different
so
target
and
group.
how are you going to sort through this? Because I can tell that Etsy has all these problems. Like now they're changing the policies because they used to be die-hard, like handmade, you have to make it yourself, and now they're slowly saying like you can also have people work for you. For example, I can send my stuff off to Bulgaria to have someone else,
Okay.
so they are starting to include it. Do you have any rules? Like, are you thinking of these rules? Because then what is your cut-off point for people who can join the site? Is it like I sew things in my living room versus someone who has a couple of people in their own atelier space who does it? Like I'm a scientist, this is a hobby for me, versus someone who does this professionally. Have you thought about this as well?
Yeah, we mainly think of it as people doing things as a hobby.
Yeah, so not because I guess
But then
those
on the
big
other
companies they can join other like the bigger websites. Like they're professional, they have their clothes. I don't know.
But some things you can't do yourself.
Yeah,
You can't do proper posters yourself. You have to go to someone
No,
who
of
can print
course.
it.
Yeah.
So
but
in
that's
that
kind
way
of
it's not-
hard to. Are
But
you
you will
making some
focus
sort
on
of
smaller-
guidelines for
Yeah,
who can
yeah.
join?
Yeah.
We will, and also guidelines for the procedure with selling and stuff like that,
Yeah.
and taxes
Yeah.
and all that kind of things.
Yeah, and for when the customer needs to have the product after having ordered it. I would have asked something else, no, I forgot. Sorry. No, it's fine. How many are you going to take in?
Oh, we discussed it last time. What was it? I think
I don't remember.
I don't remember.
No, we talked about it in a way. Do you want to have a lot of sellers or only a few? And we ended up on a few, but we didn't really specify what's a few and what do you understand by a few.
Yeah.
Because I remember Hannah told about art rebels and she said they only have a few.
And
then we went to check. They had they had
20 or something.
no. They had more than 200.
Yeah.
So that was okay. So 200 is in Hannah's
Yeah.
eyes a few.
Yeah.
We
It's
haven't
also
decided.
what's your goal?
We haven't-
Is this going to be your job or is this going to be a funny thing you do on the side? Like, if you have a few people, you can't make this your job, probably.
Basically, we can't decide everything before we
No, it's
launch the shop because who knows?
It
Everything has to be tested, and I think we're gonna try. We're gonna start out small
Yeah.
and see where it brings us.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think you shouldn't beforehand think about numbers, more like quality, and then you'll see how much you can handle.
Yeah.
But I'm also thinking that if you're taking a few and it's very handmade quality things, they don't make that
A lot.
many of
Mhm.
each item. So
No.
you have to do something in order not to end up with a shop where everything is sold out.
And
Yeah.
they may not be active all the time.
Yeah.
As we talked about the last time,
Mhm.
some of the girls said, yeah, maybe I will do like this, only one style, and then maybe in 2 weeks I will make another style.
Mm.
You know, so
Yeah. So then there would be too little activity on the shop.
actually,
Yeah.
Or I'm going to the Netherlands on Christmas holiday for the next 3 weeks, so
yeah,
I'm
Yeah.
closing my shop. Bye bye.
yeah.
No, we can't be too dependent on one specific seller. So of course we have to go somewhere up there, but it's not like we only want 50, and it's not like we want 10,000. Because we don't want to go trend sales,
Yeah.
the trend sales way.
But then you lose the quality overview as well.
Yeah.
So, but and how are you earning money on this? Like what do we pay you? How are we paid? Like I'm not saying Like how is this? Is it similar to what Etsy is doing, or are you taking a percentage of the sale instead of a set amount, or?
We've discussed some few different ways of doing it, and we also talked about it last time. And some people wanted only to pay a percentage, and some people wanted to pay something when the item is sold, and some wanted to pay something before when putting up the item on the shop. And we discussed it a lot, and basically the only possible way to do it so that we can actually make some money and so that it works is to do both. So take a percentage of the sale and a fee to have it on the shop.
because that is also kind of making sure that it's something of quality that's getting put up, because the seller has to believe in it, else you don't want to pay money up front.
And you don't put something up that will sell for 10 crowns because you have to pay maybe 10 crowns to put it there. So it raises the level a bit.
I have another question. What about the seeking function, the søgefunktion? Have you thought about that?
It's we want the different things get different tags, and then you can sort for what you want to find. If you want posters, or if you want to have graphics, or jewelry, or
Can you make a color search? You don't expect to have
yes.
that many things?
Not now, but yes, we can easily do that.
I think it's great
yeah.
sometimes.
Yeah, because
But
we
the
also
hard thing is like what you call one color, someone else might like green is green, but you have like aqua or minty green or like
Yeah, but then maybe you can make it.
They will appear when you push green and blue.
Yeah.
The thing is also we don't want to be so complicated as so
no.
many others are. So they have like 100 different colors instead of just like, come on, blue, green, red, yellow, done. Like make it more simple.
Yeah. But you're planning on making us like an Etsy, you give the tags yourself. Like I fill in the words that I want other people to find.
No, we want to, in the beginning at least, we want to put all the things up ourselves.
Okay. So what do we send you? Like, what do you want to know from us?
Pictures to start with, and then we'll find out if they have to be taken again or in a different way.
And the text as well you'll do? Or
You have to write it yourself.
Yeah.
We haven't done this yet because
we'll put it into the system, but
we haven't had the time, but we will make some sort of form. So you can fill it out on your computer. The form will be sent to us, and then we put it in the system. But
that
it takes
means
time
that
to do it. So.
if I think I made a mistake, I can't edit it myself. I have to go through you.
Yeah.
No,
So
I think
far,
that's
anyway.
good, unless you get so big then.
Yeah.
But I think it's probably a good idea to have a bit of control of what appears.
Are you making some kind of a hotline for people who fuck up everything?
But you can't really fuck up that bad because we have to approve everything that goes on in the beginning. I guess when we get that big, that you can actually fuck up, which means that you will do you will put your own items in the shop, and we just have to press approve, then it goes in the shop. How do you want to fuck up? What do you think?
I'm just thinking that in the beginning you'll put the items up, or but if people have to do it themselves, it's just everybody somewhere.
It depends. You know, in the beginning it's not very big, and we actually talked about it yesterday. I think that in the beginning we want to do it as every Thursday and Friday we put in new items. So you know that each week this is when the new items come on the shop, and this is when we'll be at the phone if you discover that you make some mistakes or stuff like that. And other than that, I think it's pretty much you can just text us or call us. It won't be a problem.
Because sometimes when I'm at work in Cafe Cinema, people call me up and say, "Oh, I've just been on the internet and I can see that there's 2 seats available on the 5th row out once. I would like those." And it's just, okay, why don't you just press the button those and then order the tickets yourself?
Yeah.
But they don't do that.
But we don't. You don't want to have those type of people on your website.
Exactly. This girl is just too difficult.
And how are you going to make people be aware of your website? Like, have you got any, I mean, different question. Have you got any strategies? How do people know about you?
We're basically working on the strategy right now, so we can't really tell you something complete.
But we talked also about it last time that we want to kind of spread the word and also have sometimes like a pop-up market.
Oh, that's nice.
So that you can touch and feel and talk with the sellers and buyers and So
Get out to other people then.
then on the internet,
We're gonna use Pinterest a lot, I think.
And make
Of
a
course,
Pinterest
Facebook
site.
and but we can't really do it because we don't have a name yet.
And I guess
So we can't do anything.
you're trying to address all the like magazines as well. Those things.
Bloggers and
Yes.
And so this is going to be only web-based shop, and you want to do like markets as well. But this idea of a pop-up shop, I've lived in Australia, and there's also the site The Minimalist, and she goes like in Sydney and Melbourne, like once every 3 months she rents a space for like 3 weeks, and then has items that she's selling in the web shop as well. I don't know. That's probably long in the future. That might be
That's a
a
good idea.
nice thing.
I went to an arrangement in I think it's in Nykøbing, or was it in Næstved?
This weekend or
No, it's called Oven Market. Oven Market. And there's a lot of boder with a lot of creative people with all their items and stuff. But they det er folk, der laver større portioner, bigger, hvad kalder man det?
amounts.
Some bigger amounts of
But are they doing a Christmas market as well? Like, so right now I have some items for sale in a shop in Lasbornstraal. It's called Designer District, and this lady also went to this. I think they had a market last week.
Okay.
And they also, like in December, do this as well, but it seems to be some sort of collective. So that's probably, you should go infiltrate them. Because that's, I don't know what you guys make, but Nestville? And there's a girl doing really nice pottery and people making prints, and it looks quite nice.
There are a lot of different things, and they are there's always a lot of people coming to the market, so it's very popular.
Own market.
It's what our own.
But then, like we said, we also expect the sellers to take some part in it.
But would you have, like, for example, like now this is just a temporary thing, I have some things in a shop, would you be happy about that or not? Like, if you have similar items in different places, or do you want people to, like, the items that they give to you is exclusively to you and they're not selling? Like, for example, the issue I have at the shop now is a very lovely lady, but of course I have to pay a lot to be in the shop. Well, on my Etsy website, like, I don't have to give 150 kronas almost per item to someone else, so the prices are much cheaper. So if people are smart, they just Google my name and find me on Etsy and order it from there, right? So do you have, like, that's probably maybe a smart thing, or I don't know, what as a seller would you think? Like, would you be happy to have your items just in the shop and nowhere else, like, or would you be unhappy? Like, that's kind of issues is a bit tricky.
We haven't thought about it.
It depends on what you sell, I think. So. If I should make something, it would be jewelry or paintings, but you could see them, on the webpage easily. I think if you make clothes, it's a different.
Like this.
I think it could become a problem for us if we have one seller that only makes one item each, and we put everything on the shop, and then every week this seller calls and say, actually I sold that painting, so just take it down. And then the next week, I also sold that painting, so please take it down. I think in time we would say, well then maybe it's not a good idea.
er det selvfølgelig ikke
I'm not sure if we're gonna put up like very strict rules about it. Maybe just some
Yeah, but
guidelines or.
so exactly.
Let's have to see
So
how it works.
yeah.
I guess
Yeah.
in the beginning, and then you can later
Yeah.
kind of adjust it.
Yeah.
This Etsy business also, how long do they exist? They keep changing.
Yeah, I
Like
think
in
2004 or something.
Yeah, so it's a process, I
Yeah,
guess.
Of course.
Yeah.
We actually also talked about that the people that we use in these focus groups is like you guys and 6 more, I think we have. When we start the shop, we would still have a lot of unsolved questions and things, and we would like go to you guys and ask, okay, what do you think about this? And should we try something like this? And maybe have you test it before we go public with it. So we would also use you guys like that if you were interested. We wouldn't force it on you. But just because you've been in the process, then it's pretty nice to have some people that you know you can go to and have an opinion about something. So I think that's it.
That is it.
Hvad er jeg skrevet?
7. Hvad siger du? 7? Ja.
We went over it.
Tusind tak for i dag. Det var sjovt, for det var vildt sulten, og det er stadigvæk, fordi men det forsvinder bare sådan.
Ja. Min gane er sådan helt weird because all of that sugar is ate up the inside. Thank you. And did you write your name on it? Perfect. All of them.
I don't know how useful it is because it's often works in comparison. Like the first, I start very optimistic and this one is actually better than the first one.
But
Det er ud og så til
actually, maybe we should check that everybody noticed that. Because we did it on purpose, like to make sure that people thought about it every
Du
time.
vil have det med i en doggy bag? Nej, du må godt lave det også.
Kan jeg sige det? Jeg var så sulten, fordi man skal nødt til at spise pølsemad.
Pølsemorgen, det var rigtigt.
Nice apartment. Ja, dankjewel. Gisteren, ja.
Skal du have stoppet
Okay.
lidt?
Ja, het was een beetje anders, want ik ben nu ineens moeder, dus vorig jaar hadden we nog...
Det er simpelthen bare sådan, jeg aner ikke, hvor man gør det.
Moeder staat. Maar